Good morning, everyone. Hey, cuz, you're here early. Wow, that is great. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Andy. And how is everybody on this fun-filled Saturday? Let's see, it's a week before Valentine's Day. And yeah, it's a great day. It's supposed to rain here today. It's kind of gloomy outside. And I kind of wish that I could go back to bed, but I can't do that until a nap this afternoon. But life is good. Just remember that no matter how bad things seem at the moment, the only constant you have is change. Oh, Matt, hot air balloons. Lucy would freak out if she seen that. She don't like those balloons in the sky. She's afraid they're going to come down and get her. 65 degrees going to 75 today. It's spring. Well, I'm going to show you what my weather is. Just a second. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Oh, Lucy would have a heart attack, Matt. See, now it says weather in Franklin conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 33. The wind is blowing from the east at 12 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 63%. Matt's weather in Albuquerque conditions are sunny with a temperature of 43. The wind is blowing from the north at 3 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 20%. I'm going Kelly's going to the farmer's market, but don't leave for an hour. So she popped on. Yep. And Easter bunnies need to breed in the next 2 weeks. Because I wouldn't get in one either. Andy, forgot to do your zip code. Weather in West Plains, its conditions are fog with a temperature of 40 degrees. The wind's blowing from the southeast at 6 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 10%. But Kelly, it's glad to have you here. It's always good to see you. Okay, Matt says they fly in cool mornings all the time. One of the things I do like here, despite a lot of the other things, nope, I like to stay on the ground. Well, Kelly, I'd like to get together with you about having you guests on one day. So I'll get a hold of you on Facebook. Good morning, Buster. Great to see you. Kelly's usually so busy that she's usually at the farmer's market during chat. Yeah, Kelly, we'll make arrangements on it. I'll talk to you more about it in detail on Facebook. Boy, those dogs upstairs bark so much it's pathetic. People need to train their dogs not to bark all the time. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're loud to me. That's understandable. Having you on just for 30 minutes or so would be great. Like I said, we'll talk more detail about it on Facebook, dear. Oh, I forgot to do that, Andy. Thank you for reminding me. I'll fix that right now. That just takes me a minute here. I gotta do two things I didn't do. I hate those live reactions. There we go. That should have got rid of it. Well, it should be gone now. Is it gone? Well, people don't train their dog, they're not going to train their kids. But I mean, I go out of my apartment with Lucy, and those dogs just started in. The first time they did it, I about jumped out of my skin because I thought they were going to jump out the window upstairs and attack us. Lucy's so good; she only barks at the door when someone knocks at the door. And even then, I can make her go back into her cave until so I can get somebody so I can answer the door. But all it takes is some patience to train your dog. Patience and time and consistency. Now, I want to ask everybody, uh, what's the best advice you have ever gotten? Okay. Annie says she had a male Roddy. She trained not to stare at another male and to hold his own leash or to walk another dog. That's cool. Kelly says her Gidros chicks are hatching, watching them as they put makeup on. I only do makeup from farmers markets, dates, or Sundays. Business advice or life advice? Okay, let me put it this. Let me put it this way. What is the best advice you got that you live by to this day? That's a good one. Not to share a bank account with your significant other. Yeah, that's a good one too. I mean, Steve trained the dog across the street to go home when I say go home. Now, to me, the best advice I have gotten is don't stress out about it because this too shall pass. Exactly, Steve. Time is the only thing you can steal and never replace. You can replace everything else. You got that right. Matt says the serenity prayer, maybe. Yeah, I can see that. Because what's that's telling the serenity prayer is telling you you can change what you don't like that you can change, but the other stuff that you can't change, you just learn to adjust to. See, all material things can be replaced, but time is something you never get back. And Matt's playing with his Gidro's silkies. They're too much fun. Yeah, but they're your silkies now. Kelly says the best advice I got was more recently from Rebecca Lynch from Sleeping Out of Farms. She's becoming a dear friend, and she said basically that if I go out of my way to help people, I'm waiting for Kelly to finish what she was saying. And they poop all over it and turn out to be a bad person. It's not my fault for being kind. You got that right. You can help people because that's your nature to be helpful or help those in needs. But a bad person's going to be bad whether you help them or not. But it's not it's not, it may be human nature to judge people, but it's not our job to judge. Our job is to do our best to spread the encouragement, love, or whatever. And what the other person does with it is their problem. And Andy says another one, don't forget to set a timer when you're cooking. I set lots of timers so that I am aware of the passage of time because I can get lost in things real easy. Yeah, in regards to what Rebecca said, I was worried I looked dumb or naive, but that's what she said to me in a much more amazing, elaborate way. Yeah, she did good. Ah, come on. You benefit inside from helping others, though, regardless of how they take it, just determines if I continue. That's a good one. Exactly, Matt. It's just like I helped my neighbor for a few years. And then when I moved 2 blocks away, he became a really AH. Found out that he was the AH in the all along. But I can't help helping people. I need to make a list of things I need to do. Let me get out my quail notebook. Everybody remember this one? Yeah, Matt, I still have it. Yeah, there are a lot of fakes, and you have to. Time will prove who the real ones are. Let's see. I don't need the keyboard, really. So, pen. Now I got. Okay, now I remember what I was going to do. Well, I got it from Matt, Andy, at Grafted Branch. Now, next week, I will be having the dinosaur omelet on as guest. And then the following week, I might be having rain on. I haven't got the um for sure yet. Then you guys, to watch in March. You watch how the month comes in because if it comes in stormy, that means it's going to be smooth sailing towards April. And me, I'm not sure who you are, but that's okay. It says my advice is if you don't want the guts. Oh, you are no, none of that kind of stuff here. See if you want to get rid of that one. And keep my eyes on you, me, because I got a feeling I know who you are. Good morning, PJ. How much snow do you have? No, my slips haven't begun to sprout yet. Have yours yet? Oh, you're going to have a lot of snow coming your way, PJ. Oh, yes, 6 inches of ice, and you still have power? I'd rather have snow than ice. Oh, the ice is old. Okay. The snow that's melted and turned to ice. No, I got a feeling that these sweet potatoes may have been treated, even though I washed them before I did anything. It may be taking longer because of it. Won't be long and PJ won't know what snow is. Okay, you guys. This is a shrug I'm working on right now. And this is the one that needs sewed. It's all ready for sewing. So I like this. Looks like snow and cloudy skies. Anybody have any new animals on the ground? So the sun got 4 inches of snow in that last storm, but dang it, it's 70 down there now. Yeah, I know. And look at how Aaron's doing. Oh, Kelly's got new babies, new chicks hatching. Cool. Good luck and happy hatching. Huh. Okay. Aaron's got 74 degrees right now. PJ's got 19 degrees right now. She's supposed to get up to 27. Right now it's 33 and it's supposed to get up to 44 here. No, but thinking of processing all my quail to keep the quail room clean until I can move. That's an option. Kelly's getting Gidro's chicks every month. She's got the subscription. That's cool. And Kelly's weather is conditions are partly cloudy with temperature of 28. The wind is blowing from the south-southeast at 3 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 84. And Buster's weather is conditions are partly cloudy, windy, wind with a temperature of 45 degrees. The wind is blowing from the north-northwest at 20 miles per hour. The current humidity is 89%. What's up, Matt? What's your question? See, in PJ's weather is conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 19. The wind is blowing from the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour. The current humidity is 70%. Did I miss your question, Buster? I mean, Matt? Okay, Kelly. Matt wants to know how you solved the problem. I think she processes all the mails, and that's why she's on a subscription with Gidro's. Hey, Doran. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. And it's great to see you too. Yeah, when you can find a way to get rid of your noise problem and still do your other businesses, that's a good idea. Jordan, I'm going to ask you what I ask everybody else. What is the best piece of advice you were ever given? It's a great afternoon. Anytime you can get out of bed, it's a good day. Yes, Matt was asking you on how you solved the problem. Well, you can always drop that. You know what? Shadow Scout needs a wrench too. Let me fix this up. There you go. Now you can check out everybody's channel and, as well as them checking you out. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. PJ's best advice your dad gave her was if you want something bad enough, work hard for it. Yep. Kelly says, in short, she got rid of all the roosters' breeding pens, so I just have one pen of sex links. Good morning, Erica. Well, the advice I have given is start prepping, and build up stockpiles of food, water, medicine. You also need gear for communication and keep your house or apartment warm. But what was the best advice that was ever given to you? Kelly says they don't crow as much because if they hear a bump in the night instead of a crowing to the entire shed to each cage to check in, they can see each other and don't crow back and forth much at all. Yeah, it's people I trust that end up getting a wrench. Welcome back, cuz. Hey, oops. Good to see you. Oh, that's cool to know. Glad you found a creative solution. Oops, we're asking everybody what is the best advice they've ever received. Well, right now we're sharing the best advice we ever received. Okay. I can't remember really. I got a lot of advice through the years, but the best is the hard one. Yeah, that always makes it easier. But I'll tell you one thing, never make your hobby a job. Always keep it a hobby. Because once it becomes a job, all the fun drains out of it eventually. Yeah, gotcha. They have to get creative to be city limit self-sufficient, which is why that's my tagline. Oops, after you come here a few more Saturdays, then you'll get a wrench too. And your hobby makes you money, but if I have customers who drain the fund, they get the boot. Ain't nobody got time for that mean customer nonsense. Yeah, in other words, you don't put up with Karens. Steve's resolve for Kelly's probably would not have been legal. It would have involved the fire truck. Well, that's better than a corner. So you can tell in some areas they burn trash because that way you burn away the problems. There are preppers that need to um, raise quail to prep for when SHTF happens. Now that's a good one, Matt. Yeah, but if she had 44,000 acres of wood, she wouldn't be in the city limits. What animals do you have? Oops. See, Matt started quail for his prepping, his Exodus quail. Now they're for everything. Excuse me. Are you gonna be getting snow? Oops. Hey, Willie. Glad to see ya. Now, you guys, I'm gonna be back in a minute. I need some more coffee. That coffee tastes really good this morning. Good morning, Sunflower Mama. And it says if her neighbor says anything to her about roosters, I just respond with, okay, I'll eat them tomorrow. You want some? Okay. Oh, oops, got goats, horses, coonies, and potbelly pigs, chickens, duck, geese, turkey, quail, guinea. Too many, lol. No, not any snow, just thunderstorms moving on in. Okay, just be safe during those thunderstorms. But look at that. He's got what I wish I had, but he can't have in an apartment, and that's goats and horses and coonies, quail, turkeys, ducks. Well, see, another things, they're just being prejudiced, Kelly. They don't like the meat, so they don't want you to have them. You know, that happens a lot here where I'm at, cuz everybody around me, I get the storms. Middletown, Springboro, Miamisburg, and my area don't get nothing. Morning, Dawn. You were the eighth like. They also have 4 dogs and a cat in their house and 6 barn cats. Yeah, you're living good. Oops, you're living good. They'll take my honey, my bee honey all day though. Well, you know what, Kelly? If you can't, if you can't have roosters, then they can't buy your honey. Because I sure in the heck wouldn't give it to them. Willie is overcast where Willie is. But you know, Joran, Oops is well prepared. And Matt, the conditions are sunny with a temperature of 49. The wind is blowing from the north at 4 miles per hour. The current humidity is 17%. There you go. Steve says, since Dawn got the new legs, she's not early anymore. And she has other things to do with those legs. I understand that, but I'm sure you enjoy it. Yeah, when I lived in my other apartment, I had quail and rabbits. But the apartment I'm in now, I was told if I bring a rabbit or a quail in here, I would get evicted right away. That's a good one, Andy. 250 pigs per acre. Wow. I'm sleeping in on Saturday when we have the time change. I'll be early. Neighbors complained about roosters too, told them not in city limits, so tough. said the kitty, but the milk's still good. Yep. Yeah, there you go, Willie. Steve says to tell animal control not to come back unless they're bringing you some pigs. Our neighbor have a few horses, and one old girl wants to mess up fences and come out and come hang out with our horses. Oh, so you got one mare that likes to meet with the rest of your horses, and Willie likes your idea, Steve. It's just you guys remember when uh, one of the neighbors called the health department on me having and processing animals in my apartment. Do you remember that? Where the health department came and they seen my green stalks in the yard. I mean, in by my doorways, and she didn't even want to go in my apartment. She goes, "Hey, you're just trying to do what the rest of us are trying to do. We have no problem with that as long as you have heat and water." Thank you, Joran. If you want to drop the link to your channel, type explanation point and the word quail, and Nightbot will shoot out your channel for everybody to connect to. Oops, just got into quail last spring. Have always wanted rabbits and try to get set up for them. Yeah, all you need to start with is 3 rabbit cages, so you can have 2 does and a buck. And you got a month to build your grow out cage. 2 months to build your grow out cage. Oops, you have to do it again because you did it too close to the others. Have a blessed day, Kelly. No, it's you. The numbers were too close. The words were too close together. See, there you go. You guys need to check out Oops. You know, I'm the type that I would build 2 grow out cages, one for the males and one for the females, because if you let them grow out in the same cage, you may end up having being processing pregnant rabbits. Matt, drop your link. Yeah, unless you want some extra babies. And you know, if you want to save rabbit fur, Do not process your rabbits until after they're 3 months old, because they have to be at least 3 months old for their skin to become thick enough for you to have rabbit fur. That's a good one, cuz everybody needs to check out Matt's store and get his grafted branch teas. Matt, I got my daughter hooked on your teas. Now I wonder if Aaron fixed his night box yet, so it tells what the links are that he drops. Let's be preparing for planning and making more coming up here. Yep. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. If you want to grow your channel, that's a good guy to go with. And thank you, dear. Now, you see, you guys, I'm drinking out of Gidro's cup, but look at the shirt I'm wearing. Yep. See, if I get the products from people, I will advertise for them. And most of the quail shirts the other quail shirts I have are from Kelly. So things are going good. Now, we got a bunch of storms coming in. North of us is going to be getting a lot of snow. We're supposed to be getting a lot of rain. And we're all waiting for spring. Willie says you should plant those blueberry bushes before they rain. Yeah, you should, Willie. Yeah, you're going to get something, Andy. You're just not sure what. And Illinois is going to be getting some ice, rain, and snow. Let me see what the Weather Channel is saying, because I already forgot what Ryan Haw said. We got a lot of rain coming in here now. It's supposed to start a little bit in afternoon, and then after 2:30, it's going to be light rain. But after today, the highs are going to be in the mid to upper 30s. We may be getting rain or snow on Wednesday. Yeah, Eddie, I'm like you are. I believe it when I see it. A lot of times because they don't know where the cutoff line from the snow and the rain and the ice is going to be. Dawn's pushing it as hard as she can so she can physically get ready to do her gardening again. All the spray they've been doing in the sky, we're getting something, just not sure what. I have a lot of rain now and it's 38, so there is ice in it. It's not sticking. Okay, cuz, hurry back. I have seen times when you look at the radar map, and according to the radar, it should be a heavy pour. Look out my window and there's not a thing going on. Then there's other times it doesn't show rain and it's raining here. Yeah, Oops says it's going from 74 today to 40 tomorrow. Crazy, stupid, up and down all the time. What state are you in, Oops? Buster says Oklahoma can be getting freezing rain midweek. Yep. Weather can't decide what season it is. Okay. You're the same. You're close to the same area that Steve's in. S.O. Swanson. Close to the same area. Did you have to get NPIP certified for your birds? Oh, you have a bigger place in East Arkansas too? Ooh, I loved Arkansas when I lived there 40 years ago. Oh, hay farm mostly in Arkansas? Well, that cut your feed down some. There you go. Oops. Willie's talking to you. He wants a razorback. Got wild hogs here in Tennessee swamps. They tear up everything. Yeah, but the razorbacks are different than they are in Tennessee. They got those types in Oklahoma too. Well, he says they're still good eating. Oh, there's no wild one in your area. Okay. He says nobody wants a razorback. Well, Willie's somebody and he wants one. Oops says he's got lions and a few bears in both places. You mean cougars and bobcats? Because lions are in Africa. Mountain lions mostly. Okay. Mountain lions are usually cougars. Willie, you're silly. I know when someone just say lions, I see the African ones. But when you say the mountain lions, I see more like the cougars and stuff. Yeah, she's flirting you at the grocery store because she wanted your land, Willie. Oh, did I rhyme or something, Andy? When I was a teenager, I wrote poetry. No, no, Matt, my sweet potato has bumps on it, but nothing's burst through yet. There you go. Yes, mountain lions and black bears do have lots of bobcats too. One of our cats mates with a bobcat at times and get a litter of tailless. You know what? You can make a profit from selling those babies. You have to get in the zone, Andy. You have to get into the zone. Not all poems rhyme. Dang, that ear hurts. Oh, it's the glasses making my ear hurt. Okay. Yeah, but oops, those tailless halflings can be worth some money to the pet industry. Why, cuz? Because you believe actions speak louder than words? Gotta tease you on that. Uber tailless cat. Well, he had a tail, now he doesn't. Yeah. Never tried to sell any, just give them to friends and family. Yeah, but if you want to make up some money, that's what you can do. What I'd like to get hold of is a Bengal cat. That cat is bigger than Lucy is. It's not time to go out, Lucy. You got another hour yet. Yeah, you can wait. You want to come up and say hi to everybody? Come on. Yes. Well, she's not getting on my lap this time. She's just laying her head on my lap instead. My cat had Taylor kittens in almost every litter she had. Well, what kind of cat do you have, Andy? Come on up. Yes. Maybe she was a Mannix. Yep, you do. Yeah, I showed the back of it earlier, Steve. My mom had a bobcat when she was a kid. Yep. Good morning, Uncle Al. Dibo Fog is Uncle Al. Yeah, but see, you don't wonder who she's mating with. Who is starting their seedlings now, getting ready for spring? Thank you for coming in, Al. You have a blessed day. I have cleared out some of my area, getting ready to start in March. Okay. You have so you're gonna are you doing direct sow or are you gonna start seedlings? See, Matt says he's starting things tomorrow. He's prepping beds and cleaning greenhouse right now. Because before you know it, spring's gonna come in with a slam. Dawn's waiting till March to start her seedlings. I've got a feeling that let me see. Let me check my calendar here. Yeah, you'll be able to plant Easter weekend. What are you growing, Uncle Al? So does Matt. Oh, you got a new sign for your homestead. Okay, your winter vegetables are going in, your cold weather crops. That's cool. You planting kale, kohlrabi, cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and lettuce. Al, bok choy is another cold weather vegetable. Daikon radishes, turnips, broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. Sounds good, Al. What I say when I connect with somebody, I tell them I got them. I'll type out, I gotcha. So that way AI doesn't become a pain. Yeah, we're talking about outside gardens right now, Dawn. Getting ready for our outside gardens. Now, if you're gonna direct sow, there's a little trick that you can use for your direct sowing. Is the night before you do the sowing, soak those seeds in water overnight, and that'll kind of encourage it to sprout earlier. Just like you're gonna do microgreens or oh, I can't think of the other name. Sprouts. Treat the seeds like that, and then they'll be starting to sprout when you plant them in. You've been experimenting on a bell pepper for the winter. You know, Al, you can take all your peppers in the fall, trim them back, and pot them up in pots and put them in your closet. Just water them occasionally, and that'll give you a good few weeks to a little over a month of jump starting for your garden next year. You got mixed results. Yeah, bok choy. Exactly, Andy. Same thing with collard greens. Collards will actually grow like a tree if you just harvest the leaves instead of cutting the whole plant. Just harvest the leaves off of them, and they'll grow so tall. Well, what's your favorite, summer squash or winter squash? I prefer winter squash over summer squash. Though I do eat both. Yeah, with collards, you just harvest the leaves and they'll just keep growing. Some lettuces that do the same thing. Willie's looking for summer squash and crookneck, summer yellow squash and crookneck. Yeah, the ground's too cold, but you can still start your seedlings now. By the time they're ready to transplant, you'll be fine. Yeah, but right now is when you start thinking about what you're going to plant and everything else. But you use a soil thermometer? That's a good idea. Right now is also if you want to grow white potatoes, right now is when you start getting them ready for planting too. Yeah, but see, you can start the cold weather plants earlier than that, Willie, because usually frost won't bother them. You can also use moringa as sprouts or microgreens, Andy? Yep, they really are. And you got your red Pontiac tater sprouted? That's good. Oh, there you go, Dawn. Al does his a small hydroponic bay for seedlings. Well, see, you should have been taking some of those leaves too, Andy. Okay, now. Yep. Well, you should give them to yourself before you give them to your birds. He's got parsley growing, green onions, dill, and mint. Yeah, that way you can start more earlier than what you were saying if you're doing your hydroponics with it. You can start them today, Dawn. And then when it's time to plant again, you can put them outside and start a new batch. And is that a problem? Well, say I would move them out of the hydroponics into pots or containers and just carry the containers outside. Well, anybody near the Carolinas can give Willie a hand. See, Dawn, I would do container gardens until you got rid of all those weed problems. Because you can even grow potatoes in containers. There's a trick not to get gnats, and that's when you first wet your soil. You do it with boiling hot water. It kills all the eggs and that. You have a blessed day, dear, and thank you for coming. Dawn, anytime anybody says anything, you got to counteract them. Boiling hot water will kill them. You have a blessed day as well. Good. Yeah, cinnamon is. I haven't tried cinnamon, so I don't know for sure. I just know that every time I mess with potting soil, if I mix it with boiling water, I don't have a gnat problem. But if, yeah, even in the oven, Willie, you're right. But I've never tried the cinnamon. But if you don't use boiling water and potted soil, you end up with those dirt gnats, sewer gnats all over the place. See? And Andy says they tell you even for mushrooms to bake it. See? And 215 degrees Fahrenheit kills the gnats. Yep. You got to have sterilized soil for mushrooms, period. There we go. The thing is, eggs and gnats cannot live in boiling water. And I don't mean just bring it up to a simmer, I mean a boil. And if you buy plants from a nursery, sometimes you can get gnats from that. Yep. And that's where you usually get them from, is from the so-called commercial potting soil. So it doesn't matter what brand you get, you got to either bake it or saturate it with boiling water. That's exactly where you get a lot of them from. Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew is cool. As a preventative, yeah. That's why it's better if you start your own seedlings, your own plants. Well, FedEx truck just went by. And that's what you got to do when you're doing things. If you have to buy your soil out, then you have to sterilize it for your own self because you don't know what pathogens are coming in. Yeah, that's an organic. Yep, anything that you're bringing onto your homestead, you have chances of bringing other things that you don't want in it. Yeah, gnats and other bugs. You know what I was taught when I was younger is when you buy your plants from a nursery, you soak them overnight in their roots in water so you can knock off all that old soil. Yeah, so you have less chance of transferring that stuff into your garden. And if you want to use that soil, bring it up to a boil, to a good rolling boil, or bake it in your oven after you strain it. Willie, um, last spring, before all the stuff hit the fan, I refused to buy off the grocery store because I looked at the plants. They had white blight, white flies, and everything else. And if the plants don't look healthy, I won't buy from that store at all. Willie is Carolina Kind Family Homestead. So if you have to buy something out of the grocery store, check those plants off well before you buy anything. Yes, also full of chemicals. You're right, Al. Because even sometimes the organic ones, they may have been coming from an organic nursery, but you don't know what the grocery store sprayed on them. You got that right. Because, you know, lemon balm is pretty easy for you to start, Andy. And you can actually do the lemongrass yourself too. And once you plant lemon balm, if you don't dig it up, it'll come back the next year. Because if it comes back way up where I'm at, then Andy, you know it should come back for you. Lemon balm and lemongrass now at Tractor Supply. Yeah, but you don't know how old those seeds could be. Exactly. That's why sometimes it's better to start it yourself. Well, it is related to a mint, Willie. That's why it. And besides, if it does take over your yard, It's good to have a lemon smell when you're cutting your grass. That is great. See, even Matt learned that lemon balm would come back. Yeah, if you plant it in a pot, it won't come back. Lemon balm doesn't come back, but if you plant it in the ground, it'll come back every year. Well, maybe you need to compost in that area where you plant it. If you dig a hole, fill it full of rabbit turds, rabbit scat, then plant your seeds in. Okay, so you might have toxic soil. Oh, you don't want it to take over. Well, what you do is you do just like you do mint. You put it in an area where you have a bed like of the lemon balm, Willie. That's cool. See, even if you put your pot in the ground, it will come back, Andy. So if you put the the pot in the ground, it'll go back. Oh, Mary Washington asparagus. Okay. You have a blessed day, Uncle Al. Your garlic slow going? Yeah, Matt showed his short. He had a short showing that he's got garlic coming up. Well, you guys, in about 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to be heading out because Lucy already drank her water. That means it's time for her to go potty. Yeah, when the garlic starts peeking through the straw or the leaves that you have over it, then you know you got a good deal coming in. And if it's hard neck garlic, remember to cut off the garlic scapes, the flowering heads before they flower. And he's got some of the Mary Washingtons and some purple asparagus. She wants more of the purple. Willie, you could have built a cold frame to put over your lettuce so that the snow wouldn't take it out. It still may survive depending on how deep the snow got. Well, it may come back. Did it actually kill it, or is it still buried? And he thought she had the mint all gone when she planted asparagus. Then a year later, the mint took over again. Yep. It wilted it. Well, I would say plant some more. I can understand. They're all related, Andy. Okay, we got 5 minutes, you guys. Think about strawberry plants in that spot with the garlic. I don't know if that's going to be a good idea because just when the strawberry plants are going good, that's when you harvest the garlic. The strawberries, you want to put them in an area that you're going to keep dedicated just to strawberries so they can get a good patch going. I don't think you'd ever have too much garlic. Did you taste your mint to see? Well, there's garden mint, there's peppermint, there's wintergreen, spearmint. They're all the same, pretty much. You got strawberry with the asparagus or garlic with the asparagus? That's what I think, cause there's never too much garlic. And if you don't harvest it all, then you're already pre-planning for next year. Oh, you like the mints that don't taste like mints, Andy. With mint, you have to really dig it up. Well, see, I like real mint, and I like it for tea. But I like peppermint, spearmint, and wintergreen. All right, everyone. It's about time for me to call it a day. So, everyone have a blessed day. And remember, start planning out your gardens.